to clean cars in the cold at BMW. You know, I've done all this. I used to sweep floors in the movie theater. Oh, I say it before, I said it again. Fitness has truly changed my life. I read a quote the other day and it said that to become an overnight success takes 10 years. Over like half a dozen years for me to take my shirt off at the beach. You know, and chop, 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 chop. Every day you're getting 0.00001% better. Nothing is gonna happen from now till next weekend.
When I ask you guys why you work so hard, what is your answer? Who inspires you? Who motivates you to continue working hard every single day? And for me, they always expect that I say either a famous athlete, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Sylvester Stallone, you know, all these greats in the sport. But really, for me, the people that it was my mom and my dad. So when they came to this country, zero money, no family here, they didn't know the language, working 2 or 3 jobs. I barely saw my parents because they were working so hard to provide for myself that whenever I think about eating chicken and rice or doing 30 minutes of cardio first thing in the morning, or when I feel like skipping a gym session, I think about all that they had to endure so that I could be where I'm at and do what I love doing. And although I did work 2 or 3 jobs growing up, I put myself through college. I used to clean cars in the cold at BMW. You know, I've done all this. I used to sweep floors in the movie theater. So I've had all those BS jobs, but that really instilled the work ethic in me because I said, you know what, if my parents could do it when the odds were against them, why can't I do it? And they had that immigrant mentality that they were willing to do the hard shit. And I kind of adopted that immigrant mentality where I'm just starting out in the basics. I'm willing to suck at something before I become a master at it. I'm willing to go through the failures, but I don't even look at my failures as failures. I look at them as fuel. I look at them as fuel to get me eventually to where I want to be, on that podium, on top of the mountain. And I'm wise enough to know now after 14 years that there is no top of the mountain. Every mountaintop that I get to is just a view of another mountain that's even bigger and another goal that's even harder, that demands more out of myself. But I know that through fitness and the journey that I went through to put on 100 pounds of muscle, to win 4 Pro World Championship titles, to, you know, be on cover magazines, featured in movies, I know to get to that level that I had to work hard. And I know that I have the confidence in me that I can apply that same work ethic into everything in life. So I say it before, I said it again, fitness has truly changed my life. Getting in shape, the best shape of my life, has allowed me to become the best at other areas of my life. And if you want to have similar results, if you want to thrive in your personal relationships, if you want to thrive in the workplace, if you want to thrive in your business, then get into shape now. Find yourself a structure. You wake up every day, you know what you're eating, you know what you're doing, you're exercising, releasing those feel-good endorphins. Those feel-good endorphins are gonna allow you to do good. I had this client, he was one of my first ever clients, and this was over 5 years ago. And I think I met him when he was actually 18. He was so young that his parents had to come and like speak to me and meet to me and all that stuff. And he just hit me up because he's going on a trip to Vegas with his boys. And I guess he's unsatisfied with the way he looks. Granted, this is an old client. He hasn't been following his diet. He hasn't been training consistently. So he hits me up. He's like, hey man, I need to do something. I got this Vegas trip with my boys. I want to look good at the pool parties. I want to look at the beach. This is the wrong mentality. You know, it's not what we do once in a while that makes us great. To develop a great physique, it takes consistent effort, consistent chopping away. You're gonna chop, 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 chop. Every day, you're getting 0.00001% better. Nothing is gonna happen from now till next weekend, believe me. It takes a few weeks to start seeing results, and then a few more weeks before other people notice your results, and then a few more weeks until you start feeling confident, develop the groove and the momentum that you need to succeed in anything in life, but especially transforming your body. So this is the issue with young guys on Instagram these days.
They see the pros, they see the guys with good physiques on the front cover of magazines, and they think it's instant. Just how Instagram is instant. Instant gratification, instant likes, instant purchase, add to cart, instant, you know, hookups. But the instant gains will never last, and you'll never appreciate what comes fast. You're only gonna appreciate the stuff that you grind for. I've been grinding in the gym for 14 years. It took 6 years until I started seeing results that I was happy with. And then after that, it took another 2 years until I could step on a stage. And then another 2 years until I could place top 3 at the Olympia. And then another 2 years where I can make a living doing this. 14 years of constantly chopping away at the fitness tree. So if you find yourself wanting to have quick results in the gym, then you're gonna be rather disappointed, because this is a lifestyle. This is something where every little effort you make day in and day out is gonna add up and accumulate to major success, but it's not gonna happen overnight. I read a quote the other day, and it said that to become an overnight success takes 10 years. And that's so true, because I just did a podcast with my friend Machiavelli Motivation. Some of you guys are familiar with him. He's been doing this for over a decade. I watched his first video a decade ago, and only now has he had, after 9 years of grinding, the success. Because he made a video for The Rock reposted it, you know, that spiraled and snowballed into huge success. He got 1 million followers, but he does it all from a place of passion. Nobody's seen all the work he put in the last 10 years. You only see the verified account with the 1 million and the YouTube money, but it don't come easy. And if it comes easy, it won't last. And if it don't last, then what the fuck do you really got? I even get a lot of young kids in the gym. Sadiq, I want to be like you, man. I want to get to your level. I want to have the nice car. I want to have the pro card. I want to have the magazine covers. And they think like it's going to instantly happen. They say they're going to quit college and go to the gym full time. Like, it doesn't work that way. You need to put in years and years of work. You got to work even when no one's watching. You got to put your phone away. You got to lock it up. It's not about the phone. It took me over like half a dozen years for me to take my shirt off at the beach, you know, until I felt confident with myself, till I had that feeling. And when I finally did compete, there wasn't this mysterious feeling of, oh, well, see how I do. Motherfucker, I knew I was gonna do really well, because I know how much I grinded. I know how many years it takes to get to this level. And that's what I understand is after 1 or 2 years, you instantly want to jump to level 10. But yet you want to skip the first 8 or 9 levels. It doesn't happen that way. It's not going to happen instantly. There is no instant success. It's years and years and years of grinding. And you know what? After a decade of grinding, who's to say that you even make it? Who's to say that you even accomplish your goal? So keep that in mind next time you get this grand vision. It's great to think big. It's great to have vision. But vision with no action is just a fairy tale. And you're fooling yourself. If you ain't grinding every day, if you ain't grinding harder than me, in fact, you can't even grind as hard as me. I'll be honest with you. If you want to be successful, you need to work twice as hard as I do. Because people out there are working so damn hard these days. They're waking up at 4:30 in the morning. They are never missing a meal. They're never missing a workout. Fuck, they're even training twice a day. All the vitamins, all the meals, all the supplementation, they're leaving no stone unturned. And after that, they still might not make it because there's so much competition out there. So if you're grinding, all I gotta say to you is grind harder. And if you think you can't grind harder, then grab